Greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to my channel, Life and Poetry, with your host, Marcus T. Now, I'm new to this YouTube thing, so bear with me for any glitches or bloopers or anything. I do talk with a heavy lisp, so please, don't drag me for the lisp. I do my best to try to cover it up, even my stutter sometimes. But I'm choosing to do this channel, to start this channel, to share my story with people. I'm 27 years old. I'm a college dropout, live at home with my mom for certain circumstances, and I have a disability. Not limitless at all, but it's a disability nonetheless. But yeah, I wanted to come to this channel, to this platform, to share my story with people. I wanted to do something different. I don't want to do the traditional YouTubing thing with the pranks and all that. That's not me. That's not who I am. I reached out to a friend of mine earlier, or rather last night, and they told me that no matter what, just to be myself. Some of the best advice I've gotten over the years is just to be myself. So I will pride myself in being myself on this platform with every channel, with every video that I do upload, raw as can be, no filters, uncut as can be. But yeah, so it's me, Marcus T. A few things about me. You guys know I'm 27. I'm a college dropout. I'm home with my mom. Some of the best things, qualities about me is that I'm a poet. I am officially a published author with my first book that went live last year. I'm so grateful for that there. But yeah, so this channel will be about different things, different life topics, the ins and outs of it, things I've been through, different perspectives from myself and possibly other people in the future. I can get them on. We can do interviews and things of that nature, as well as sharing my gifts, my poetry with the world. That's my main thing on my platforms. I blog. I have the social media presence, and I wanted to move over to YouTube. YouTube is a big platform. You can have a huge voice when sharing things on the YouTube platform. So that's what I want to do. I'm coming here to do those things. And yeah, life and poetry. Stay tuned for some great things that are to come in the future. Raw, uncut, emotional, personal, however it may be, however it may come off the cuff, it will be that for you guys. Stay tuned. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, because I guarantee you there will be some blessings in this thing. It'll be some nuggets of wisdom, some inspirational things. It's all coming from me, personal, unique, and original. I don't take nobody else's things. I don't steal from other people. I don't take their ideas and run with them. I try, as I said earlier, to be myself, and I pride myself on being myself nonetheless. But yeah, stay tuned. Life and Poetry with your boy, your host, Marcus T. Okay, guys, I wanted to do something to kick off the first official video that is not an intro video introducing myself. I came up with this idea to do some random questions about myself. So I had some people send me some questions. Some of my friends, some of my peers, and people in my inner circle send me some random questions. So I wanted to answer them here for you guys. Here goes. So question number one, uno. What would be harder for you to tell someone you love them, or that you don't love? Or, my bad. All right, start over. We're keeping it in. We're not cutting it, uncut, unedited, unfiltered, right? Number one, uno. What would be harder for you to tell what would be harder for you to tell someone you love them, or that you do not love them back? Well, for me personally, I think it may be harder for me to tell someone that I don't love them back. I'll tell you why. See, for me, I can tell somebody I love them. I love people. I'm a people person. I'll love you nonetheless, no matter what you've done or who you are as a person. I believe in love, not hate. Hate for me is one of those things that we just don't touch. It doesn't exist in my mind. I try not to let hate set in my life at all, in my environment. But to be in a position to have someone tell you that they love you and you can't say it back, it's like, man, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but I don't love them back in that way. I may love them as a person, as a friend, as a colleague, as a peer, but on an intimate level, it has to be there for you to say it, and sometimes it just isn't that strong. Me personally, I'm a lover. I'm a lover by heart. I wear my heart on both sleeves. All right, you can see it day in and day out with me as a person. If you get to know me as a person. But to be in that position, I think for me, it would be hard for me not to say that I don't love them back, especially if they said that they love me first. Then that's a problem, right? And I'm be sitting there like, it begins to be a problem. But yeah. So question number 2, dose. Now, by the way, I'm not bilingual. I only know a few words in Spanish, so we might just stop at dose. All right. 2. All right. What do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up on? That's not a hard question to answer. So recently, I was told by my doctors I had to give up on certain foods. I'm not a big eater, but when I eat, I eat. I'm a small person, but I eat. You know, they say skinny people eat a lot. It's true, we do. But I'm also a picky eater. So when I pick a food, trust me, it's that food from start to finish. Now, I was told by my doctor I had to give up on eating Pop-Tarts. Now, a Pop-Tart for me is that thing that you just grab and go. I'm gone. I got my Pop-Tart. I'm good. It's a good snack. It's a good breakfast, lunch. Then I can eat a Pop-Tart any place, anytime, any part of the day. But for me, it's like, it pulled on me to have to give it up. Now, I only eat one flavor Pop-Tart, and that's brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Fun fact, I'm actually allergic to cinnamon. Shh. But I know how to counteract it, so I can dilute the cinnamon just a little bit, and it doesn't get the reaction that I get with an over saturation of cinnamon that's in certain foods. But yeah, for me, giving up on Pop-Tarts, it may not be deep for some people, but for me, trust me, Pop-Tarts is, yeah, that's my thing, Pop-Tarts, right? So number 3, would you give a homeless person CPR if they're dying? Of course. I'm trained in first aid. I'm trained in CPR. So if I see a person in distress, I'm definitely going to step in and help them until a first responder comes. I'm not going to let that person sit there and die. I don't care if they're homeless or not. They're still people. They're still people, just like me. Just like me. I could easily be the homeless person on the street and would want somebody to come in and say, "Oh man, let me help you out here. I'm gonna do this until they come. Like hang in there, I got you." You know. So of course I would step in and do that. I'm not careless. I'm a person who cares. I'm a person who cares. Trust me, I care for people. I don't care who they are. No nationality, no creed, no race, no religion. You're a person first. You are a person first. Remember that. Number 4. What makes you bored? What makes me bored? That's a lot of things that makes me bored, but the biggest thing that bores me is reading. I can't stand reading. I prefer an audiobook or watching the movie. If I read a book, it would definitely put me to sleep. Gratefully, they have electronic devices now that read to you, so it eliminates all those things. Each device that I have, my laptop, phone, everything, has the component of reading to me. So trust me, I definitely click those buttons so it can read to me in the audio version. But I do know how to read, don't get me wrong. All right, I may be 27, I may live home with my mama. All right, I may have a disability, but reading is not my disability. I am a proficient reader. I just have a lisp and I stutter at times. All right, yeah. Question number 5. Which is your favorite 4-legged creature and why? Creature. Okay, so I'm a dog person. I don't consider a dog a creature, but it has 4 legs, so we're gonna run with it. Yeah, I'm a dog person. Dogs are loving. They know what you need even when you don't need it. like when you are in those moods and you just don't want to be bothered on nobody, your dog just comes up and just lays with you like, yo, bruh, I got you, you got me. Let's just sit here and watch a couple movies. We have a dog in our family. Her name's Zoe. When I'm watching Zoe, what she does is she knows that if I'm here with her, just us, she will come in the room and she'll sit at the edge of the bed and look up at me. Doesn't bark, doesn't make noise. She'll just sit there and look and wait for me to pick her up. She's a little dog, a little Yorkie, I believe, the teacup Yorkie, the little prissy dogs, the small things. And she would sit there, and when I put her on the bed, she would come and she would cuddle up right under my hip and won't move. And for me, that's like, she's saying, I got you. I know that you don't want to be bothered, so I'm not going to bark. I'm not going to want nothing. I got you. So yeah, dogs are my favorite. So question number 6. Do you like spicy food and why? If you know me, you know I cannot stand spicy food. It's a complete no-go for me. Complete no. I don't like hot sauce. I don't like hot chips. I do not like spice at all. My mouth cannot stand spice. My taste buds will not. We just, it don't mix. It's simple as that. Me and spice just don't click. It doesn't. Like spices, I mean, you can season with a little touch of heat here and there, but that overzealous stuff, people who want to soak their chicken in hot sauce, I can't do that personally. That's not me. Excuse me, guys. I had to readjust the camera a little bit. I feel like it's just a little off for me a little bit. Remember, unfiltered, unedited. We gonna keep running with it though, right? Unfiltered and unedited. We may be leaning a little bit, but guess what? You know what? There we go. Bye. We'll keep it right there. Kidding, right? We good? Bye. All right. Spicy food, no, we don't do that at all. All right. Number 7. Are you old-fashioned? Yes, I am. I am completely old-fashioned. I believe in chivalry. I believe in all those things that came then. I'm told that I have an old soul. I may be 27 years old, but I have the mindset of a person maybe twice my age, the mentality of that person twice my age. I love old school music. I love everything about the older generation. It's just a certain je ne sais quoi about them that has something that pulls you in my opinion. Yeah, I believe in marriage. I believe in taking all those steps and everything that has to be done in order, as they did. I was about to say in the olden days, but I think that would be rude. But yeah, and back in the day, and that's me. I've always been that way. I'm the type of person who wears dress shoes with jeans, right? With 27-year-old, wears dress shoes with jeans. This one, if you don't know, now you know. Me, Marcus T, dress shoes and jeans. It's flawless. If you can pull it off, do it. If you can't, walk away from it. All right, it's not for everybody. It's understandable. All right. Question number 8. By the way, we're only going to 15. I have 40 questions here, but we aren't going to dig that deep today. I'm new to this here, so I'm trying out different things, and we're going to go from there. And as we continue as I continue to vlog on this channel, my prayer is that I become proficient enough with vlogging and proper setups and angles with cameras, stuff like that. Because I know this angle is just a bit off with the camera, but guess what? We're going to make it work, unedited and unfiltered, right? We're going to make it work. So, yeah, we're going to make it work. And we're going to do it. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to enjoy ourselves with this here. So, yeah, 15 questions, and then we're going to cut, and I'm going to go and try to edit these things. And, yeah, we did old-fashioned. We're going to question number 8. Question number 8 says, something or someone you miss the most from your childhood. Growing up, we moved a lot. My family moved a lot in my childhood. I went to, I think, 4 elementary schools by the time I made it to 6th grade. And from when I went to my second elementary school in 1st grade, yeah, I had to switch schools from kindergarten to 1st grade. It was crazy. But that's another story that's going to come. But I had a friend who came to me. I remember coming to the classroom first day at school, and I was crying completely. I did not want to leave my parents, my mom, and Dad, they dropped me off, and they was like, "You have to stay." And I'm like, "I don't want to stay. I want to go back home and just sit and just be around you guys." I was a child who was under my parents. I still am under my parents. But I was that child, and I remember going into the classroom, and I'm bawling out, and the teacher sits me on the carpet, in the chair on the carpet, and it was time to share share with the class. They had to share the pictures that they drew. Um, so I'm sitting in the chair in the middle of the carpet by myself, and I'm drawing my picture out, and they all come and they circle around me, and I show my picture, and I'm still crying, and I don't say nothing at all, right? So the teacher doesn't make me talk. I just show my picture, and we go on to the next person. So this my friend, at the time, he wasn't my friend, but his name was Jonathan. He came to me and he said to me, "Cutthroat, I'm going to be your friend." And from that day on, it was just that. You saw him, you saw me, you saw me, you saw him. Um, and after first grade came, we went on, we progressed on, and we went through the school years. And third grade came around, and I moved again. I moved again. I had to switch schools, and he moved. He had to switch schools, and it was just all over the place with us. So we fell off a little bit, and then come back around to fifth grade. We move again. Yeah, fifth grade we move again, and I'm riding my bicycle outside, and I'm riding up a street, and I see him come out of a house, and I stop, and I yell across at the top of my lungs. I yell across the street. He yells back, and we reconnected. Fifth grade, right? After that, we fell off again. However, we stayed in contact with each other. But yeah, I miss that bond we had then as children. You know, I know we all grow up, we all branch out, you know, but it was something special when you can find a friend that can put you at ease over certain things, and that'll be there with you through your hardships and things like that. He was truly a brother to me. I don't even think of him as a friend. He will always be a brother to me. Yeah, Jonathan will always be a brother to me. Question number 9. Are you usually late, early, or right on time? 1, I don't believe in being late. I cannot stand when a person's late, so I won't be late. Not one. But if you tell me to be there at a certain time, I'm gonna try to get there at least 20 minutes before time, so I can have time to just sit and think, meditate what I gotta do, and prepare to go into whatever's about to happen. Or I try to come in right on time. But even then, I feel like if I'm on time, I feel late just a little bit. I can't stand lateness. Tardiness is a pet peeve of mine. If I ask you to be somewhere at a certain time, be there. If you ask me, I will be there on time. Bells and whistles, trying to get done whatever we got to get done. That way we can prolong whatever we have. We can go with whatever we got to get done. Whether we out to eat, going to an event, you know, let's be on time. Let's show up. Let's show out. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy that time we have, because time is precious. No matter what, you never know what can happen from today till tomorrow. You enjoy the time while you have it. So my advice, people, stop being late. You know, in my culture, in the black culture, we call it CP time, right? Let's cut that out. All right, CP time ain't cool all the time. It's try to be fashionably late. You know, you gotta make your entrance. That's cool. Do your thing. But if you're with me, please be on time. Please be on time. I'm liable to lock you out of the event. Please be on time. I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it before. So on to the next question. Question number 10. Are you happy with your life for the most part right now? I actually didn't see that question until just now. I rewrote I had to write the question in my notepad on my laptop, and I've just seen this question. That's hard for me to say. I was just reflecting on this yesterday. I'm not where I thought I would be in my life at 27 years old right now. I had a goal. I had a goal that's set. It was set out in stone. I was moving toward that goal, and then life shifted drastically. It was a drastic shift in my life, and it took me to a place of, what am I doing? How am I going to get back to where I need to get to? Will I get back to where I need to get to? Will things get back to be normal? All these things started to play out, and recently I was reminded, in my meditative time, I was reminded that in my meditative time, sometimes me talking to myself me praying, me talking to God. I am a man of faith. Another video to come about that. I'm a man of faith. Um, but I was sitting there, I was talking to myself, and I'm going through all these different scenarios. What would have been, what if, why, how, all these things started to play out. And I was like, man, it's an appointed time for everything. Things happen for reasons. Maybe that path I was trying to get down wasn't meant for me. Maybe it was a path of destruction at the end of it, you know. And I look back and said, man, I'm doing great. I'm alive. I want for nothing. If I don't have something, I'll find a way to get it. I make things happen. And I'm a published author. You know, I'm officially a published author. My book is selling on Amazon, and it's doing very well for it to be out just since November of last year. It is doing very well. So I guess I can say, yeah, for the most part, right now I'm happy. We can always do better. I strive to do better with everything that I do, and it is my goal to keep excelling in what I'm doing. Even with YouTubing, my goal is to excel in it. My blog, excel in, you know, my things will start to change, they start to develop, and yeah, I'm pretty happy right now with my life. My face may not say it, but I'm not one to smile. I don't really like to smile, but I'm happy. I'm past content. Contentment is something that's pretty much nothing for me. I'm happy. I'm glad to be where I am right now, with everything that's happened to me thus far. So question number 11. You can have one of the following two things: trust or love. Well, for me, it's a no-brainer. For me, to love someone is to trust them. You know, they go hand in hand for me. You know, because you can't have one without the other. You know, I can't say that I love you and then go back and plot on you and spy on you and question your motives. You know, why put myself in a situation of loving you fully if I can't trust you as a person, as my partner, as my friend, as my colleague, as my peer, whatever label you want to put on there. I'm not going to put myself in that position. Sorry about that. Call came through, but we're going to try to finish these out. So I'm going to get that call back. But yeah, trust, love for me are tandem things. So on to the next question, because that's wifey. We got to call wifey back because I'm not trying to get cussed out just a little bit. You know, she might be with the 1-2. We're going to keep on going. But she understands as well that I'm trying to get this done. Next question, trust and love. Question number 12. Tell me your favorite book, magazine, or comic. My favorite book or books, I should say, because I don't have one favorite, is the Dr. Seuss collection. I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan. He is actually my favorite author. Dr. Seuss is my favorite author. I don't care what people say about it. I think it's a childish thing, but Dr. Seuss was a pure poet at heart. He took words and things, he mashed them together, and he made greatness in my mind. I love Langston Hughes. I love W.E.B. Du Bois. I love books. I love these. You know, I love authors. I love literature. But for me, Dr. Seuss was an impactful writer in my mind. He laid a groundwork for me, you know, as a writer, as a poet, as a person who loved to play around with words, you know. So yeah, Dr. Seuss for me, definitely Dr. Seuss. Yeah, if you don't know Dr. Seuss, figure it out. Go ask your grandmama, ask your mama, ask somebody who know Dr. Seuss. Get your book, read it, something. He's dope. All right, not just the Cat in the Hat, the book that everybody knows. Dive into the collection and look beyond the words. Look beyond the childlike persona of what he did. Yeah, because it's impactful in a lot of ways. If you look beyond just the words and the phrase itself and look at the meanings, you'll see something greater than just Dr. Seuss in that type of with that type of persona as being childish or whatever you want to say it. For me, it was pure genius. Each Dr. Seuss book for me was pure genius. That's my opinion on it. Question number 13. Tell me about someone you envy. I don't think I envy anybody. I can't, you know, they have their lane, I have mine. They have their way of doing things, I have mine. I'm all for motivation and lifting people up. I try my best not to, as they say, hate on anybody or talk down or ill on anybody or speak against anything that someone's doing. I can't do that. It takes too much energy to envy something or somebody. And my energy is priceless. It's priceless. I got so much stuff going on in my own life to be worried about what Joe, Bill, Bob, Sarah, and Sue are doing in the corner over there. I got to worry about Marcus T, and I got to put myself in the forefront of all those things. So yeah, I envy not. I envy not. Envy not. Question number 14. Tell me about something you've achieved. Well, it took 5 years of writing and rewrites and rewrites and more rewrites and more rewrites and a lot of red tape, but I finished my first book of poetry, Love in the Eyes of the Author, a collection of spoken word pieces by yours truly, Marcus T. or Marcus Thomas. It's a phenomenal piece of work. I worked with a couple of other young writers. We sat down, we had an idea. I brought them an idea to the table, and I said, let's do something with this. And we really did our thing on it. Yeah, and trust me, it is more to come with collaborative work, bodies of work with other writers, poets, novelists. I'm gonna branch out to a lot of things when it comes to that genre or that category of things. But yeah, published author, this guy. Final question number 15. It feels like forever, but we finally made it to question number 15. Name 3 things in nature you find most beautiful. Okay, so I love when the leaves change. There's something about it. You can see the change, the colors of the leaf, and when the fall comes or when the spring comes, they're vibrant, they're colors, they're popping. It's poetry. Everything for me is poetry. Even when the wintertime comes, the leaves fall and they wither from the trees and the things are withering away. It's poetry behind it. I try to look at everything with a lens of a poet. It's amazing to me. But yeah, I love when the seasons change completely. When the leaves start to change, those colors pop up. I find thunderstorms absolutely gorgeous when the skies are lit up with those bolts of lightning, and the purples and the oranges and the reds are just mashing together, making that atmospherical shifts and things. It's an amazing thing to see. It's a wonderful thing to see because you know that things are in the works. Things in the works. It's like when your mind is moving fast and like this clashing and lightning bolts are popping. And, as a writer, my lightning bolts are always popping in my head, and it's like, no, I'm gonna strike that one down. It's not gonna work. Wow, but then the colors come up and it matches, and it makes a beautiful piece of work, a beautiful piece of art. I have a fascination with clouds. All right, I'm gonna tell you why. I can look at a cloud. It can be a regular cloud, be a big old blub of nothing, and I'll see it, and I'll start to piece them together, and I'll say, okay, maybe we can move that cloud there and form this grouping of maybe a line or an assembly line of clouds, and I try to form them in my head to create a certain shape. It may not always come out with the idea that I have in my head, which shape it may be, but it becomes that shape nonetheless. The stutter almost came back. People, if you saw the first part of the video, you know I have a stutter. It almost came back. Try to creep up on us here, but we're gonna push through it. But yeah, I love that. I love clouds. I love the leaves when they change, the withering away and all those things. I love lightning and thunderstorms. It's something about it. It's actually raining where I am now. If you haven't noticed, it's a couch behind me. I'm in the floor. I don't have a studio. I don't have an office or desk. I'm recording in the floor of our apartment. Trust me, this is raw, uncut, but some nice furniture behind me. I'm not gonna have nothing all janky or nothing like that. But yeah, so that's 15 random questions. Hopefully that gives you some type of insight on me. If you want to know more, feel free to comment down below in the comment section. As always, I ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe this video. And please, if you want to see more things, more topics you want me to discuss, please feel free to submit them, whether it's inbox me or email me at the.poetic.mr@gmail.com. The link will be in the description down below, as well as where you can reach me on my social media. My Instagram is poetic.mister, where you can find out different updates about me. You can just keep up with me. I blog there. Each link will be in the bio down below. It's a few to name. I don't want to miss any. But again, please, thank you for bearing with me through this process here, and welcome to the poetic family, the life and poetry family, which is the title of this channel, Life and Poetry, with your host, Marcus T, this guy. But yeah, stay tuned. Great things about to come. Peace.